Yeah, I'm staying up at the other computer. What's going on, fellow zombies? Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's only about, what, 2:23 in the afternoon of Saturday, July 12th, 2025. I'm seeing the calendar. Temperature outside of Roseman, California is 86 degrees. That's a hell of a drop from triples, don't you think? As the temperature's lying to me again, and we're all sick to our stomachs. Uh, how am I doing? Overreacting to a lot of stuff I'm seeing online right now that made me switch on cartoons just to veg out. I'm seeing the dog and pony show happening left and right. I'm seeing people wanting me to react one way or another. And all I'm seeing is pay attention to this. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Pay. How to react? How to overreact? Don't get normalized. Freak out. Be pissed off. No, you can't. You can't be reacting. You got to be sedate about it. Like, ugh. So, a lot of people would tune out. In my case, I am tuned out on the damn thing because I'm hearing the damn crap happening, and I'm hearing how government's screwing itself over again. I've heard for decades the deep state or this state or that state is screwing shit over, and we have to. I'm like, I'm getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like I prefer zoning out. And maybe once I was saying, yes, zone out, zone out. Don't worry about what's happening over here as I pick and pillage your pockets left and right and screw you over one way. And the other one's going, be alert, be freaked out, be freaked out, you got it, freak, you got it. And I'm like, oh, shut up. I feel like telling both of you to shut the hell up. Or a lot worse than that in my head anyway. So yeah, I get sick and tired of the damn shit. I'm getting so zoned and droned out, it's not even funny at this point over here. I'm supposed to have my ire as I'm seeing the freedoms, liberty, and everybody else being insulted. Oh, by the way, let's insult the reporters for doing their damn jobs by calling them evil. You know, this is coming from the asshole who wanted so much media attention. He wanted all attention to himself, but only the positive attention, not the negative attention. Because if he actually had negative attention, then I guess the other people are considered evil or fake news. You can't say that because it's fake news. You can't say that because it's fake. You can't say that because it's all fake news. I do understand. It's all fake news. They're all out to get me. Don't you know who I am? It's all fake news. That's how I'm seeing it these days. Or bad enough when you have somebody who's in charge of FEMA. How does Homeland Security overriding FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency? The guys, the federal agency that you pay money into through our federal taxes and other taxes to support them in the operations of supporting everybody else who gets into a disaster situation. And if it's a long term, that's what they help you for. Trying to get communities back up in operation, or barely anyway. But no, that's going to die out because we have a gas bag that thinks the states can take care of everything. And yet we're getting more and more disasters these days. We've got more fires happening, more intense tornadoes, hurricanes coming down the pipeline, temperatures shifting in the water of the Atlantic and the Pacific that are increasing. But is this natural or not? There's still debate at this point. One portion of scientists said, yeah, it's major. And the other one said, no, don't listen to them, it's fake news. The government says otherwise. And then again, team of international scientists would keep telling us about the bird and the canary and the coal mine situation over here. But us, we're outside saying, no, oh, it's all fake news. It's all fake news. Yeah, until the man collapses. Then it says, well, it's just the thing that God calls for. See, God caused this. God caused the floods. He caused the famine. He's causing this on us. He's testing us. We should have had early warning systems telling us about these damn stories coming through. No, no, it's all fake news, all fake news. It's all God related. We're pissing off God. I'm a prophet of God and I say. No. By the way, how's my hat pretty hat look? I'm Department of Homeland Security. Does my hat look pretty? Wouldn't it look nice in the South Dakota halls? The Capitol over there? Does I look pretty enough? Aren't I pretty enough? Please, you got to tell me if I'm pretty enough. How many mirrors have you cracked today? And this is part of the Dog and Pony Show we're still listening to? Having a reporter who's trying to get answers for families that died in a flood. And that reporter's called evil. It's an evil question from from a bad person. An evil bad person. And yet the independents were like, oh, see. Yeah, I see. I heard. You want to hear evil? You have federal agents marching through people's homes, businesses, communities, and they're thinking they're above the law when they think they're following the law, but they're not following the law. They're following some other madman who hates immigration, who hates immigrants. For one reason or another, they got to pass this shit on people left and right. Scare the crap out of them and being told that they're protecting them. By entering private places, even hospitals, station troops there to say, who's the bad person? Who's the bad person? Who's the bad? You! You're brown-skinned. Give me your ID now. Screw it, I'll just hook you up. No search warrants. No probable cause. No extenuating circumstances except, we got our orders from the border chief. We got our orders from the Department of Homeland Security. We will do this because we say so. And screw the Constitution at the same damn time. You want to tell me about evil? You go through a park with armed thugs, scare kids inside who are trying to have a summer school, a daytime summer school, or just summer vacation. At a busy city park, a program going on, and they have to duck inside a building because armed thugs who supposedly work for the people, but they work for Trump. That's Stephen Miller. And Department of Homeland Security Twitzel, who's more worried about her damn looks than anything else. Of course, they'll probably say about me, I'm an ugly bastard. I deal with my own reality right now. I deal with a fussy dog who wants more attention at times when I'm still busy or trying to do things, such as right now. I don't go out as much because I got to deal with she must be obeyed. But other people say, oh, she's just a dog, leave her alone. She's family, she's stressing. I'm not leaving her alone. Besides, things happening outside. Eventually, they're going to be coming through the door. They'll be coming through the door, and I don't know what'll happen after that. I don't go out as much. I don't go out as much. A town like mine, when they heard about all the raids happening to other people, they rejoiced. Online. It's going to get too weird and it's going to get too real, especially when some of their people start disappearing in this town. But they're going to delude themselves, say, no, it won't happen here. You want to bet? Other places are having happened in fields of agriculture. They have people being chased down, killed in the process. Killed in the process of being detained. And then the chasers will blame people being chased. They did that to themselves. We didn't do it. It wasn't our fault. We're just trying to follow executive orders. We're just trying to follow orders. We got to protect. We got to. Say screw everybody? Yeah. So if you got brown skin, even if you got tanned, are you considered? Well, we look at behavior, we look at this, we look at that, we look at you. So if I hadn't heard correctly throughout the decades, that there is discrimination constantly going on, and if you are of a certain type, you are racially profiled, and therefore you are targeted. If you are brown skinned like anybody else who isn't a white Caucasian European descent, you're profiled. If you're black, you're still profiled. I'm surprised they haven't gone after them yet, ICE agents. Or the law enforcement of federal agencies, if you can call them that these days. More like, I don't know, lynch mobs? Not going to find a tree to hang you, but to find a place to throw your ass in there for a long while. Because they want numbers. Somebody in the White House wants numbers. 3,000 people a day. We got to get 3,000 people a day. Why happens if we don't have 3,000 criminals? They're all criminals. Get them. They're all immigrants. Just avoid the white people, that's all. If I wasn't white, and I'm walking down the street, I'm wondering, would I get picked up by ICE? I got people who are not so white, but they are Middle Eastern. Are they also open season? They talk with an accent. Are they open season? We have Latino moving into the neighborhoods. Are they going to be open season? We have racially mixed in this apartment complex. You know what I keep expecting? For somebody to do a burp their ass and to force their way into the complex, or just march their way into the complex and start yelling and screaming at people, or just taking them, busting in the doors and taking them. Now, theoretically, in the county and city of Los Angeles, it's a sanctuary city to where local law enforcement's not going to help them out. I can't say the same thing for Kern County. I can say it for LA. LA does the crowd control, but they're not interfering with the pickups. But they're out of the way. So I have the solution concerning about the local law enforcement. Even out here in Kern County, I don't know what kind of arrangements they've made. So basically, we're not sanctuary, anything, and everybody's open season. What was it, last year, January, February, we actually had people coming through Central Valley, California. Scared the hell out of people. Brown-skinned people. Farms lost crops because of ice raids. But I'm supposed to feel what about this? Morally outraged that shit's happening? Unfortunately, I got numb to the damn situation. I am so damn livid, I burned myself out. I burned myself out in a damn town for being caring and a nice, kind town that they keep pretending to be. Roseman is not. They're two-faced. They're two-faced. I'll say it again. They're two-faced. I don't see the moral outrage happening at this point over here. I don't see but support and admiration of a regime that's happening. So, they're all implicated. For the poo-poo. The poo-poo. Why do I call them the poo-poo? The shitheads. The shitsters. The shit period. The people in this town, theoretically, are supposed to be nice, only if you're white. When it comes down for any other color, forget it. You're screwed. Show me and demonstrate otherwise that you hate these things happening. That you hear about kids getting nailed, taken away from families, or the parents being taken away from the kids, making them childless and being put into a system, or if they've got relatives. We're lucky enough that some of the other people are going after dogs. We got lost dogs like crazy. Every day there's another message concerning about, oh, I just lost my dog, I lost my cat, I lost. I don't see them over here on the east side. It's all happening on the west side. They don't know how to keep the dogs inside or secured. But they lose their dogs or cry about it. I would, because they're family. I would. But I see more pictures concerning about dogs than I do about people being captured and disappeared. They care more about their damn lost dogs, as I would, but they don't care about anybody else's kids, including bipedal, two-legged, with two arms and two legs with a head. Looks somewhat human. Not like this. We've had dog snatchers, I remembered. I don't know if we still do. I don't know if they're picking up the dogs and disappearing them. Gone forever. I know I had a neighbor who lost an old spindly dog. And crippled, blind, deaf, just like this dog. But they took the dog anyway. Broke my neighbor's heart. She got another dog down the road. She hardly ever goes outside her home. Don't blame her. I don't mock my dog either. She don't like it outside. And I don't like it outside much either. But this is the stuff we're dealing with right now, isn't it? You settle down a bit. Huh? You settling down? She hates this place because right now it's too damn dark for her to see, and she's complaining about it. I've taken the lights off because it's costing too much in heat and energy. And I usually run a lot more electricity and electronics, but I keep seeing my Edison bill. It's going up there. I try to order food, and it's getting way out there, even for the grocery runs. I have to be very careful, meticulous, and bulk thinking. That'll last maybe about a week if I'm lucky. That way, I don't have to spend money in a week. Prices going up for food. And it makes me weird. It makes me frustrated on that one. Not weirded, not wondered, but frustrated over it. And the more I keep seeing the stuff online about how it's supposed to be anger, there's only so much fuel you can throw to the fire before you burn out the source of ignition in you. before you just char inside and out. And then somebody say, get the fire going on. I can't because I'm burned out. Why are you burned out? Because all your crap you guys keep throwing at me left and right, both sides. It's no wonder I'm burned out. And the other side's saying, yay! Well, the other side's going to get more heated because we need your fire. Do you? I keep looking at the logic of the damn situation. I got one side saying, impeach one side, impeach inside. And I'm like, you can't do that. There's no way you can. Because you're still stuck with the same damn crap. You are. You're stuck with the same damn crap. But be weary, leery, and fearful about it. Unfortunately, that's the state we're living in right now. Am I comfortable with it? No. I didn't vote for this shit either. But I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck with a guy with racial tendencies. Actually, a lot of people with racial tendencies inside of a government system we elected. And we're dealing with this shit by getting our asses kidnapped. Because that's the only way we can protest. Yell and scream like crazy. I know some other people want physical violence. And what kind of force showed? Okay, if they want it showed, where are they? I don't see them. I don't see it happening. But if it does happen in one way or another, not being covered, here's the question, would I support it? I'm seeing things that are supposed to be inevitable at this point. If the court systems are not going to be followed at this point, if there's not going to be any laws enacted, problem is I got a weak-ass legislation who can't get up their dead ass regarding garbage like that. We can't get the bills going in the federal, so the states are going to have to do it, but the states are being overridden because the federal thinks they're in charge. They're more powerful than God. But they'll invoke the power of God by evangelicals saying, but we are leading these people to a glorious... I'm thinking to myself, give me a fucking break. But I heard the word of God. You know, I can hear the word of God too, thank you very much. You're a prophet? No, I'm a guy getting sick and tired of your damn mouth, that's what it is. And I've got other pastors out there calling your ass on it. Hey, I'm the wicked! Hey, I'm the superior! I'm like, oh my God, here comes the ego coming in. You can't say that to me. I just did. What are you going to do about it? I invoke the wrath of God upon you, the revenge, the wrath, and everything else done upon you. What do you think about that? My life's already fucked right now as it is. Either by my doing or by God's doing, I don't care. Either by life. Shit's happening right now. I've lost a lot of people in my life that's broken my heart many times. I've been homeless. I've been surviving. I fly like hell just to keep a roof over the head that's filled with roaches and falling to pieces, literally. Moldy. I'm living in a biological in a nightmare. I live in a bed of hell that's broken down. Mattress, holy, literally. I have to cover it up with cushions and stuff so I don't feel the damn springs going into my damn back. My health is failing. What possibly could you do to me or threaten to me that makes my life a living hell? I've been through death before. I said before, I lost too many friends and family. I've lost too many loved ones. I call pets, or pets I call loved ones. Doesn't matter. It mattered to me. You want to talk about being broken? I'm broken. I'm still pissed off. But unfortunately, fire does live in smoldered embers. And sometimes there are forest fires we deal with regarding smoldering embers. Just saying. So if I'm going to have a pastor out there tell me that I should worship the Trump and everything else that he walks on. I'm gonna tell the guy, bite me, bitch. And I might say that if I got into his church. I'd probably have the guy say, "Oh, I revoke the power of God against you." Like, bring it on. If I'm going on the highway to hell, I know the usual thing is I'll take a lot of you with me. I said, no, I'm going alone because I don't want the fucking company. Your souls are already there. I don't need the physical representation of the damned or the damnation. If I'm going down there, I probably earned it myself by not doing something, or should have been doing. Should have been a human being actually caring about people. Even for those who seriously cannot care at all for themselves and really want to show that disrespect to humanity and everything else, and yet keep calling themselves Christian. Sometimes I have a hard time calling myself a Christian. I do. Someone else's version about Christianity was a hell of a lot different than what mine was. And when I'm constantly reminded of what Christ keeps calling for me to do. See, I don't, Matthew, Mark, I can't get into as much. Luke, I can get into. John, not so much. But at least Luke, regarding the Beatitudes, I have to keep struggling with that one. Keeps calling me to love my enemies. I don't know if I can. If I got that much bile and vitriol coming out of my gut that I want to keep throwing up on, just barfing it out. And usually on the topic, or actually in the subject matter. You're going to tell me that you're Christian? I'm going to throw up on you. You ain't acting it, you ain't being it, and you're sure as hell ain't called by Christ. Now, you're going to tell me that you're Jewish? Cool. You're going to tell me that you're Muslim? Hindu? Cool. You follow Buddha? Cool. You're going to tell me you follow Christ? Prove it. Shibboleth. Can't prove it? Bye. Who am I? I'm sick and tired of answering that question. I'm me. I ain't chasing an ego. But if I am, I'm demanding attention from everybody out there. And as I said before, my original message for this channel, it's only for my memories, only for my own emotional and spiritual and every other kind of lifeboat I've got going. People watch it, they watch it. They like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. If I get subscribers, okay, fine. If I don't, I lose them. Big deal. Friends can usually get backstabbing me on some occasions anyway. The saying out there is keep your friends close but your enemies closer. Nah. I don't want my fucking enemies closer to me. Because anytime I see a friend, I see an enemy sometimes. That means I still got to work on my faith a lot harder. A lot harder. That being said,